Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Mavens. I'm Carson Green.
And I'm Annie Janes. You're listening to our Movie Mavens Diary.
Dear Diary. I am really actually dying to know what have you been watching. Please update me and us.
Okay, well, I watched a movie that has been on my watch list for a long time. It's been on my list of shame, as it were.
List of shame?
You know, it's like those movies where you're like, dang, I really got to watch this. Or when you tell people you haven't seen it, they're like, oh my God, you haven't seen that movie?
Yeah.
And that movie is Clueless.
Wait. What?
It's happening.
Hang on. Okay, I don't want you to feel shame, but I am just very confused how on earth you missed that.
I'm going to blame it on my sisters. I think it's entirely their fault for not showing it to me.
Okay.
However, aside from that, maybe taking a more logical approach is that this movie came out in 1995, which I'll let you in on a little secret, listeners. That was the year I was born. So I think I just missed the boat.
Okay.
And nobody showed me. And that's not my fault.
No, it's not. And I'm so glad that you are now on board and you have been shown the light. Please tell me what you thought. How did it go?
I watched it with all my best lady friends, so a wonderful night overall.
Love that.
I did not know actually what this movie was going to even be about. Like, I didn't even know Paul Rudd was in it. Which I love. I love that everything I know about this movie is the women and the outfits.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd, nowhere to be seen in my mind. You know, I don't know if it's the title or if it's the movie Clue, but I kind of thought that this was going to be a mystery.
Oh.
So in that regard, I was a little disappointed. But once I met the movie where it's at, I had a great time. I can see why this movie is so iconic. So many lines are hilarious and out of the blue, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little wait a minute, about the eventual romance between Alicia Silverstone and Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
I'm a little thrown for a loop on that one because I kind of am of the mind that family is family at the end of the day.
Okay, so you're not watching Step Bro, Step Sis.
Yeah, I literally was thinking. I didn't say it to the crowd because I wasn't sure that was the crowd, but I'm glad we're here now in the crowd. Like, that's all you have to say is I was like, okay, something about this female director, great, I love, but I was like, it's a little male fantasy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because all we said was Step Bro and Step Sis, but if you're not clued in, that is probably the number one most popular search on porn websites, and that's kind of where this goes. Obviously not, it's PG-13 in a teen friendly sort of way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that kind of no, I'm not into it, to answer your question.
Cher is one of my favorite characters ever written. I love her. She's so funny. She's so effortless. I feel like her and Elle Woods would have gone to fashion merchandising school together in LA.
I was picking up on a lot of Elle Woods crossover with Cher, in fact.
Yeah.
But movie-wise, I mean, if we're going to compare, Legally Blonde, I think, is leagues above this in terms of just plot and structure and all that. But this, I had so much fun. I had a great time. This is one that I don't know that I'm excited to show my kids because I don't have this connection to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I deem this a classic, and it hit for. I could see why. I had a great time.
Okay, so way back in the day, long time ago, I used to work for the Jean Cocteau Cinema, and up in Santa Fe. And I got to help program a series called Girls Night Out. And the first movie in that series was Clueless. And it was our first sold out screen that year.
Incredible.
I was really excited, dude. I was like, okay, girlies, we're bringing it in.
I would love to see this movie with a big crowd because, and it was such a fun small crowd of friends because to some people it was like they knew all the lines and this was like on repeat growing up, and I wasn't the only one that hadn't seen it. So it was just a great night. I don't know that I felt as like girl power again as I would watching Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
Great time. I'm so glad to have seen this and get this one off the list. I recommend. Yeah. I do recommend. This should be a film school watch at this point.
Okay, to me, Clueless is the PG-13 version of Heathers in my eyes. Like, there's some really good zingers. There's some really good one-liners. Like,
it's campy.
It is very campy. Whenever she says, my doctor says no balls to the face, and then whoever the rebut is, well, there goes your social life.
Got him.
I love it. As if, like, I think that internally and say it quite a bit. That's never going to leave my vocabulary.
100%. Absolutely. And I see the Heathers tie-ins, not even just the outfits. It is the one-liners, too.
Yeah.
I would say that, because I also watched Heathers for the first time not too long ago. I prefer Clueless.
I think I do too, only because I have a little bit of a beef, a little bit of a tiff. It's one-sided with Winona Ryder, unfortunately.
One-sided? She doesn't feel the same way about you. What's your tiff with Winona Ryder?
I just don't like her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
That's it.
You can't like everybody, and you can't be liked by everybody.
That's so true. And, you know, that's what makes things interesting.
It's the spice of life, baby. Okay, well, tell me, Carsen, what is something you have been watching since we last chatted?
Okay, thank you so much for asking, Annie. I have the double feature of a lifetime.
A lifetime?
Yeah, girl.
Okay.
I cannot wait to tell you. Okay, so I remember last time I was telling you that I went to go see Charlie's Angels in the cemetery. Well, I went to see Midsommar in the cemetery. And
what a location for that.
Genuinely, it was so iconic. And I just have to tell you, Ari Aster introduced it.
Oh, cool.
And it was a recording because he was...
Oh, that's cool.
He said he was in New York editing a movie. That's what he said. He didn't say he was editing his movie. He's just editing a movie. Anyway, but okay, this genuinely was uncool. He was like, yeah, this movie came out with mixed reviews, and so I'm really glad that like people are coming around to it, and I'm glad we're able to show it in this iconic place. Without further ado, here's Beau is Afraid. I'm not ready to joke about it, Ari. I'm not ready. It's not funny.
He was making a joke about his own movie like that.
Yeah.
And he got the audience like that. Okay, actually, that is a king move. That is hilarious. I was really worried when you started off, or when he started off, saying my movie got mixed reviews. I already was a hater. I was like, ooh, don't talk about yourself like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm hearing I'm right, you're wrong. And then to reverse that with the Beau is Afraid, like he knows that movie sucks, or most people don't like it. I weirdly did. But he knows and gets how people feel about that movie, and to make a joke about that, I stan.
You know,
did you get got? Were you like for a moment?
It pissed me off. I was because I was so sorely disappointed in that movie, and I'm just not ready to joke about it. He needs to he needs to earn my trust back.
Too soon.
Okay.
That is so funny. Oh my god, I love that. You know, he went to the College of Santa Fe.
Of course he did.
Real quick, I have always been on the side of burn me when I'm dead. I don't need to be buried.
Okay.
But if the Hollywood Cemetery is accepting bodies, I think I would love to be like eternally a part of screenings as a corpse.
You know, it's called Hollywood Forever for a reason.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put me in there. Bury me in that ground.
I get it. I understand.
Yeah. People can use the grass over my body to wipe the butter off their fingers. Are you sitting in grass?
Yes, it's grass. There's no bodies there, unfortunately.
Okay. Well,
yeah. But I like where your head's at. I really do. This screening was really, really, really fun. There were many, many May Queens, which I loved.
cool.
There was a few bear costumes. People were into it, dude. And I noticed a lot about this movie that I hadn't on previous views, which was really fun. Like, there's a bunch of Easter eggs. There's also just like so much foreshadowing that you can't pick up on all of it. Like, every single everything is foreshadowing. Also, Pele is planting seeds the whole time. He's kind of telling everyone kind of like what's gonna happen and what's going on, and he's like planting seeds with Danny the whole time, and it's just wild.
Did you like it more on this viewing?
Oh my god, yeah. I loved it.
I've seen it twice now, and I liked it more the second time.
Okay, I think I've seen it like 5 times.
Was this the director's cut that was extra long?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't
remember
think
that
so.
came out for a second, I feel like in theaters, and I never saw it.
I didn't see anything new.
Okay. You would have known.
I would have known. So then a few days later, okay, as I'm talking about the movies that I'm seeing, you're going to see a theme here.
Okay.
But I'll just talk about this one. A few days later, I was like, I think I kind of want to watch The Wicker Man. I had never seen that movie before.
Okay. And that is
1979.
yeah, and who made this movie?
Some Scottish guy.
Oh, why do I know about it? Just because it's like iconic, classic, fucked up business?
Yes. Also, Nick Cage was in a remake in like 2007.
Okay.
That apparently was bad and flopped.
Yes.
I watched the original.
I think that this original maybe is just like big in the horror community.
It is.
Okay.
So, but I had never seen it before.
I have not either.
But it is an incredible double feature for Midsommar because it is literally about pagans who sacrifice someone on May Day, and they have a May Day parade. It's like literally about their May Day parade on this island off the coast of Scotland. I literally had no fucking idea. Genuinely,
that's so
I had
funny.
no idea. Okay, but I will say it's like Midsommar is much more fucked up and much scarier than The Wicker Man. I could see why The Wicker Man was probably like really shocking when it came out, but
yeah, we've seen it all by now.
We have.
You got to really come up with some fucked up shit to surprise us.
There is a lot of like, though surprisingly, not surprisingly, annoyingly, there was a lot of like male gaze stuff, and there was a lot of shots of like long lingering shots of naked women, like for no real particular reason.
Yeah. Gotta love that.
It felt icky like, because there's that whole scene in Midsommar where they're literally performing like a mating ritual, and like there's 15 naked women of like all different shapes and sizes who are doing this like heaving motion, and then cut to the Wicker Man, and it felt like that scene in Maxine where they were like, now show us your tits. It felt like the only reason that those women were on screen was because they went into an audition and they showed their tits.
Or they just in their mind when they're making the movie, they're like, and the tits go here, right?
Oh yeah, probably. No, that was weird. It was a little weird, but
okay.
It was a great dub.
I want to check it out one day. I do.
Yeah, you should.
What an amazing double feature.
It really was.
You're just spicy dubbing like on the weekend.
I have another spicy dub I'm going to tell you about after you tell me what's the next thing you've been watching.
Okay. I watched M. Night Shyamalan's The Village.
Girl. Please tell me everything.
I'd seen this before. Last time I saw it was probably high school. And my cousin was visiting, and we were going to watch a movie. And I said, okay, well, what kind of movies do you like? And she said, I like the kinds where there is a twist at the end. And we were going through the ones she has seen, hasn't seen.
And you thought The Village?
The Village has 2 crazy twists.
Okay.
And like Shyamalan, okay. She had seen the good ones.
Yeah.
And it was late, so it needed to be 90 minutes. Because for a second, we were like, The Prestige, all right? But it was too late, and we were too tired for that kind of business.
You're not watching... this is not Inception territory.
Exactly, although I would have loved to. So we put The Village on.
Okay.
And this movie hit way better for me this time around.
Dude, unpopular opinion, I love The Village.
I was so into The Village. I was having a great time. Like, I was just fully in. It's crazy. You know why I loved it is outside of the twist, there is enough drama going on in these people's lives that I'm interested in.
True.
That I care about. And there was some great moments of filmmaking that really shined for me. For example, when Joaquin Phoenix gets... here I go spoiling it. So skip ahead if you don't want to know. But I won't spoil the twists, okay? This is just plot. When Joaquin Phoenix gets stabbed by Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
The way that was shot, I loved.
Yeah.
The moment when Joaquin Phoenix grabs what's her face? What is her name?
Ivy.
Ivy. Wow, you knew her name. Ron Howard's daughter.
And Lucius. Ivy and Lucius. And it Noah? Isn't Noah the other guy?
Yep.
Stop. Why do I remember all
You do
this?
love The Village. Okay. Okay, Village lover. So when Lucius grabs Ivy's hand, she's sticking it out while the monsters are out for a long time. And then he grabs it and he takes her in and it gets slow motion all of a sudden. What a great moment. I loved that. And the twists I thought were a lot of fun. I don't know, dude. I don't know what it was. It was giving me The Witch. And it's shot by Roger Deakins, excuse me. So the composition of the shots is like great. There were some stills where I was like, if you maybe modernize the color correction a bit and put A24 over this, people would be tricked. People would be tricked. So I had a great time with The Village. The first time I was like, this sucks, I hate it.
Wow.
But this time around, I don't know. I loved it. Oh, maybe love is strong, but I had such a good time. And I totally, anyone that likes it, I see you.
Dude, I have always defended The Village. I don't understand the hate. I really don't. Like, I think it's fun. It's interesting. It's like a fresh idea. It's really well acted. What's to hate? People just hate. They just don't like M. Night. That's what it is.
Haters gonna hate. At the end of the day. Okay, so that's The Village. I recommend, if you haven't seen it, and if you have, I recommend rewatching it because I had a great time. Okay, Carson, tell me. You mentioned another double feature. Are you ready to get into that?
Yes. Oh my God. Okay, so I watched a pagan double feature, and I also watched a gay double feature. I watched, because obviously I did, I watched National Anthem, which just came out. I don't have any details about it.
I've never even heard of this.
Okay,
movie.
It's shot in New Mexico, and it is a gay cowboy movie. It's a trans cowboy movie.
Once again, having to put movie at the end. My God, when I Google it. Never heard of this, which is upsetting because it's shot in New Mexico where I live. But how was it?
Okay, it was really, really, really sweet. It was very thoughtful. It was really exploratory. It was really beautiful. And it was a trans story that was like, didn't feel exploitative, or like tragic. You know, like I'm thinking of whatever that Hilary Swank movie is, Boys Don't Cry. And then I saw the TV Glow earlier this year, and it just like it didn't neither of those felt like a celebration of trans identity, and National Anthem fully is. And it was really genuinely very sweet. And it's a little erotic, but like what I was kind of surprised about and which I really appreciated, again, this goes back to like Maxine opening her shirt, show us your tits, and then we didn't see her tits. It's like this, we're exploring trans identity, but the subject of genitals never really comes up.
Yeah.
And I just really...
In the most respectful way.
In the most respectful way, yeah. And I really appreciate that because people get really hung up on that.
They do. People are so concerned. Dude,
they really are. Even when just like exploring the idea of like what trans identity is, they like zero in on genitals.
Like conceptual. Oh. But the movie is like, is it just more of a conceptual approach, or it's just like not...
It's just not
exploitative. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not exploitative at all. And it's like not... It's about this kid, this guy. I think he's like 21 or 22. He's young. He doesn't... he lives like out in the middle of nowhere with his mom and his little brother, and he doesn't really have any friends, and he gets hired on as like a ranch helper at this gay ranch with like just a fuckload of gay cowboys, which is really fun and cool. And he falls in love with the farmer's daughter. No, just kidding. but this trans woman that lives at the ranch who like just kind of brings him in. She like brings him into the fold and then offers to like walk him through exploring his sexuality and exploring his own identity, his own gender identity. And it's just really sweet. Yeah. It was really, really sweet.
That's super nice. I feel like a lot of movies that are going to be about anyone that isn't a white person, it feels like they go through a phase of just being about the trauma. Yeah. And which on one hand I get, it's like this needs to be told. On the other hand, as we evolve, we as like humanity and artists evolve. I like that we can get to this like normalcy storytelling quicker. Yeah. And you know, I feel like on this podcast, even like I have been screaming from the rooftops, I want more queer stories. I want queer stories. I want Black stories. I want women's stories. And now I have so many gay stories. I'm not even caught up, dude. They heard me. Yeah, no, this year has been wild and out.
It's stacked. Okay, and the double feature for National Anthem, I watched another gay movie. It's about a drag queen, so we could even kind of venture into some gender identity here. It's called Femme. It's a British revenge movie.
Okay, this just hit Hulu like mere days ago as of recording, and I about watched this the other night. The night it dropped, in fact. And then I read the description and I was like, uh-oh. Because it's first sentence, I'll read it here. Jules is targeted in a horrific homophobic attack, destroying his life and career. And that, I was like, not tonight. Couldn't do. I wasn't strong enough. Yeah. But how was it? Should I endure?
Well, okay, to be perfectly honest, it's not as good as National Anthem. Okay. But I do really appreciate, again, that this story is being told. So yeah, as you said, Jules gets attacked in a homophobic attack, and then some time goes by and he sees his attacker out in the wild at a gay sauna and picks him up and then enacts revenge on him in the most... It's pretty fucked up what he does to this guy, but it takes a long fucking time to get there.
Really?
Yes, like way too long. I was like, oh my God. Like this, it was almost like the plot was too simple.
Like you knew where it was going. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. it needed a little more.
It did. And then the movie does this thing where they're trying to like build some feelings between these two guys, and it's trying to like confuse us as the audience, but I don't know. The performances were both really good. I like both of those guys. I think the Jules was in Candyman, and then the other guy, the other British guy, I think he was in 1917, and then this movie that just came out, The Beast.
Okay.
Both of them were great. I want to see them in more. I really, really liked them. They're also extremely hot. They're like extremely, like every time they were on screen together, it was electric. It was like vibrating off of the TV.
They look like models.
No, imagine them kissing.
Yeah,
bro.
That's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, man.
Yeah, so that's my second dub. I highly, highly recommend National Anthem to anyone listening. Femme, I think if you're interested in the movie, sure, go for it, but it's not like super high on my list.
Okay. Well, good to know. Okay. I watched one more movie.
Okay.
This is a big week for me in movies.
Yeah.
I watched the movie Cora Bora. Have you heard of this?
Never.
Okay, so this is starring Meg Stalter.
Love her.
We love her. We stan Hacks. She's a funny online presence. But this is a feature, and she is the lead.
Okay.
And this came out in June, but it just hit streaming. I think it was like a $5 rental.
Okay.
But I will spend money on Meg because she is so funny to me. The movie is about Meg's character. She's like a solo musician struggling in LA, and she's in this long distance relationship with her girlfriend in Oregon, but they are in an open relationship. But it's like an open relationship where Meg Stalter's character is really insecure. Her name is Cora. She's really insecure about it, and she's kind of just insecure about everything. She's playing like the classic Meg, like awkward, funny, kind of a wreck girl. So she picks up and goes to Oregon all of a sudden to surprise her girlfriend who is in another relationship.
Okay.
Think poly. It's not open. It's verging poly, you know, like she's in a full-on relationship, which the movie doesn't really address that, like the messiness of this situation, because while Meg is like juggling this and juggling it poorly, half the time I'm like, it's actually not all her fault. Like her girlfriend is not communicating, you know? So the movie goes on for a while. I don't know. It was fine. I think Meg was charming, and she was like maybe the one good nugget in the whole film. Otherwise, the story I thought was super lame, and it was just so lame. It's just, I couldn't care about anything. It was all a mess. It made me wonder, like, how'd they get the money for this? How did this person get the money for this? This is what I'm thinking while I'm watching it. Because the story was lame. Yeah, it had to have been, because it couldn't have been like made because of the story. Unfortunately. But I hope that Meg goes on. I love seeing her as a leading woman.
She just got cast in Lena Dunham's new project.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I stand her. I'll watch anything for her, even if it's bad. This was bad, but she still made me chuckle. So for me, not a loss.
We love that.
Yeah. So that's Cora Bora. Okay. Hit me. What else you got?
Yes. Okay. So I went to go see the new movie Twisters.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Have you seen the original? What do you think of this one?
Yes, I have seen the original. That was like a staple in my childhood.
Oh.
My brother still to this day will just randomly twins all the time.
Twins. Okay. Okay, I have not seen Twister all the way through.
Okay. You don't need to.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
Bonnie Hunt.
Helen
very
Hunt.
hot. I'm pretty sure it's Bonnie, is it not? Is it Helen?
Oh my God, what's her name?
Tell us.
Let's see. It's Glenn Powell. Just kidding. Helen. But Bonnie Hunt is somebody.
Bonnie Hunt is an actor also. Okay, well, anyway, Helen Hunt, super hot in this movie.
Bonnie Hunt is Jumanji and Cars, Beethoven,
yes.
Cheaper by the Dozen. She was huge in our childhood.
Yes.
Anyway,
okay. Yes, I've seen the original. So I went to go see Twisters the other night, solo dolo, just to feel something. Okay, I was feeling kind of down and out, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go sit in an IMAX theater and get rattled by a tornado.
Say no more. I don't need. What you just said resonates so much with me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good. What happened was then like an hour-long debate within myself of should I leave?
It was almost a walkout.
It was almost a walkout. There were 2 moments where I seriously thought to myself, okay, it's time to go.
Wow. But you stuck it out.
I did stick it out. I thought to myself, you know what? I'm not a quitter. I can survive this. I've survived far worse. Okay, but it was honestly trash fire, terrible movie. This is a huge reason why I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes anymore, because I'm pretty sure it has like an 85 on Rotten Tomatoes right now. It is quite literally a trash fucking movie. It is horribly like paper thin writing. It's like the most cliche shit you've ever seen of like just like Glenn Powell playing this like hunky cowboy who is like made out to be the bad guy, but then actually he's really the good guy. And like the main character, what is her name? Daisy Edgar
Jones?
Is it Jones?
That was kind of a guess.
Daisy. Kate. Her character's name is Kate. Kate has this horrible... Jones. She has this horrible, tragic backstory, and she's like working through all this trauma in real time on screen. And then we get little nuggets that are like, this is a once in a generation tornado season or whatever. And it's like, it's just really stuffed with like all of the cliches that you could ever possibly imagine. On top of, like, the pacing is, okay, think of your screenwriting class and how they told you at what minute to do what thing to move the plot forward. It's like that. It is like just like the most rudimentary.
Like formulaic.
Yes, it's formulaic. It's like extremely basic. They did not do anything new.
The formula is showing. Okay,
bro.
Yeah, it feels like a studio movie, like a studio, a boardroom of execs made a movie.
I was like, oh, this is going to be a disaster movie. And there's going to be some thrills. What I got instead was a very hokey, poorly written Glenn Powell movie.
Yeah. It's a shame because the director, Lee Isaac Chung, did Minari.
Okay.
Which is very revered. I mean, maybe this is his cash grab, in which case I say get that coin, Lee.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I don't think I'm going to see this. I don't think I can be bothered.
Dude, it's so bad, honestly. But I will say, yeah, this is... It's movies like this where I look at Rotten Tomatoes and I'm like, really?
Yes, they can do you dirty.
They really can, dude.
I wonder what the audience score is.
People probably love it. I bet
it's sitting at a 76, by the way, now. Yeah, audience score is a 92. Of course they love it. Okay, well, that's Twisters for you.
What's something else you've been watching?
I just wanted to give a report on the shows that I have talked about on our show because I've been finishing them.
Okay.
So, quick report, The Boys, season 4. I like how it ended. it ended in such a place where I'm like, how's the gang gonna get out of this one? You know what I'm saying? Always fun. The next season is the last, which again, I love when a show will just get out while it's on top. I do recommend this show, knowing that it is maybe the most disgusting show on TV. And that's all I'll say.
And when you say disgusting,
right. Like one of the soups, as they're called, I think, one of the superheroes in this, his power is that he can just make his dick as long as can be. It's like, what is his name? Mr. Fantastic stretchy guy, but with a dick. So you'll just see like a anaconda, like straight up snake style, obviously not uncut penis killing somebody. Okay,
so it's like a 12-year-old boy's fantasy.
Yeah. Okay. Another example. One character takes some of this chemical that gives him superpowers because he's about to die. And he can't control them because he just like gets them all of a sudden. He kind of loses his mind a bit. And his power is like unclear, but he is just like moving around really quickly. And he can't control it. And he's in a hospital. And they're trying to catch him. And he's like, he's freaking out, moving all around. And all of a sudden he like disappears and reappears because that's how fast he's moving. And he reappears like in between a person as if he's just like impaled them. Like he just, like that's where he landed. So they're like cut in half by him standing in between them.
Okay.
Like gross, nasty things like that. If all of what I said is stomachable, if you love a little satirical, if you love the calling out of the far right and you love this like mind experiment of if superheroes existed, it would be terrible, check it out.
Sounds like a goof, a gaff, and a laugh.
A goof, a gaff, a laugh, and a ugh. Okay, Fantasmas, Julio Torres' show. All 6 episodes are out. Finished it. It was great. Loved the journey. I think overall, Problemista was a lot stronger of a thing. They cover a lot similar ground, like I said. The end barely felt like an end. Like overall, it barely felt like a show in terms of the amount of overarching plot. But it was filled with all these little sketches, and that's what made it like unique in what it was. I loved it. I adored it. But if you're curious, if you want to dip your toes in, I say go for Problemista. Okay, last thing, The Acolyte. This is that Star Wars show. Finished it. And to all the Star Wars fans out there, or those on the fence about this show, I'm really bummed because I think it is dealing with some of the most interesting Star Wars shit. Like, for example, what if the Jedi were the bad guys, and the Sith, who are normally the bad guys, what if they maybe had a point?
Oh, shit.
What if we got to see a Jedi actually become a Sith instead of they just exist, one or the other? And what if the Jedi became a Sith for maybe good reasons, and by the end you're like, well, maybe I don't falter for it. That is all so fascinating. Unfortunately, it is done with like some incredibly lame storytelling and some incredibly awesome fight scenes. Overall, I think the show was bad, which is a bummer because I love what it explored. So I don't recommend it unless you're just like a big fan.
It seems like they're really cranking these shows out.
I think they were. I think they've slowed down, and this is like the last remnants of that. Because remember how many Marvel shows there were, and then there was like a lot of Star Wars shows.
Yeah.
And I hate it because it's like they're just grabbing a handful of darts and throwing them all at a dartboard at once, and so of course most of them are not going to be that good. And it's just a bummer because it's just really bringing down the whole kit and caboodle. The batting average is lower, you know? So therefore, it's just worse overall.
We hate that.
We do. Anyways, those are the shows I've now finished. Love getting things off my plate for more new things. But tell me, what else have you watched?
Well, Annie, thank you for asking. I have one final double feature to tell you about.
Hit me. Wow. Look at you go.
Dude, I know. Okay, so this double feature is really at the crux of kind of, maybe this is very telling of what my mental health
okay
has looked like. So I watched The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and Children of Men.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'm in a much better place now. I'm doing good. Okay. I'm better now.
Children of Men, that's a hard one to watch right now.
But
it's an amazing movie.
It's okay. Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh,
but it was.
Do tell.
Okay. Yes, I will. Okay, the double feature here is that it's there's like a male hero who like knows things that we don't, and he has a sidekick who he's also trying to save, who is a woman. And there's like guns and shootouts and like just in general horrifying things to witness.
Overall, a gray, dreary color palette.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And it takes place. Yeah. So one takes place in somewhere in like maybe Sweden. And then the other one somewhere maybe like in Britain, which in my brain, they're kind of the same place.
Europe.
Yeah. Across the pond. So The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, I hadn't seen this since it came out in 2011 because there is a extremely horrifying, extremely awful rape scene, very, 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 very graphic scene that I just didn't want to stomach again.
And if my memory serves me, there might be also a revenge scene.
There is.
Speaking of Femme.
Yeah, there is a revenge scene, and it's pretty good. I don't think it doesn't cancel out the horribly graphic. It is genuinely so fucking graphic. It is like one of the most graphic.
I don't remember it, and for the best.
Thank God you didn't. Yeah. No, it was genuinely.
Like I remember the situation. I just don't remember how graphic it was. So.
But like the story is really intriguing. The rest of it is really interesting and intriguing to me. And I really like both of these actors, Rooney Mara and Daniel Craig. Oh, and Robin Wright is in it. She's so hot. She's such a fox.
Yes.
Ultimately, I felt like it was very, unfortunately, exploitative. It did not feel like a character study at all. It felt just like, I don't know, it was kind of icky feeling. Like, I guess the story as a whole was kind of interesting in that they're like investigating this 50-year-old murder, and then they uncover all of these. It's kind of like a witch hunt almost. And there's like some religious undertones to like what was going on at the time. And yeah, it's giving it like had an interesting conclusion. But I think getting there, it was just kind of like, what are we doing? It just felt like the character, Rooney Mara's character, was really kind of propped up as just like, let's look at the most traumatic and awful things that could ever happen to a human being, and let's put them all in this one character, and let's make sure that she is as fucked up as the things that have happened to her. And I didn't like that.
So, yeah, who can blame you? Like, when you put it like that, it's like, damn.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah. And then and then Daniel Craig is like this golden boy And
of course.
Yeah, and like and then he ends up betraying her also. It's like the girl can't win for losing.
Yeah. I haven't seen this since it came out either. I read the books weirdly back in the day. But it's never been a favorite of mine of Fincher's. And I love a Fincher, but I don't know. I didn't love it. And maybe it's just the sheer amount of trauma.
It is traumatic, yeah. And when I was watching it last week in the state that I was in, kind of didn't blink.
Blink, blink. Okay, but Children of Men is a very interesting idea. Okay, this is a brand new, fresh idea, fresh to me. It's kind of like it's a very like post-war. There's this. Okay, a child has not been born in this world for 18 years. Everyone is getting infertile.
Everyone is getting infertile, and there is a huge quote unquote immigrant crisis happening in England or the UK.
Yeah. And bombs are going off. In England. In England. It is in England, yeah.
It is, yeah. It is they're brinking on war times.
Oh, yeah.
And
it is unrest.
Unrest, yeah. Mm-hmm. I really like.
So this is your first time you've seen this?
First time I saw this. I really like all the action. The action was really fun and interesting. It was also like really gripping and thrilling. Like I was really anxious for a lot of the movie. However, a lot of the writing and especially the dialogue was so cheesy that it was like, ugh. It was almost cringe, dude.
I don't remember that. Okay, first of all, I have to say, I love this movie.
Okay.
I love this movie.
Okay.
Alfonso Cuarón directed it. He did Gravity. He did the best Harry Potter, the third one.
Okay.
Roma, which I didn't love. He did A Little Princess. Any Little Princess fans out there? This movie, I think, is like a cinematic masterpiece. There are some really crazy oneers, like shots that don't cut. The one in the car maybe is one you might have noticed. And the tension.
There's a few.
Bro. Yeah, there's one with like guns.
Yes.
The tension, amazing. The ending, amazing. I don't remember hating the dialogue, but I haven't seen this in a while. I would love to give it a rewatch and try to pick up on that.
It just felt like there was so much storytelling, like just on screen, you're just taking in all of this insane brand new world story. And then it's intercut with like this really cheesy, like spoon feeding dialogue. That's like, okay, like I'm thinking specifically about a lot of Julianne Moore's lines.
Okay.
Like that whole relationship between the two of them felt very not on screen, like they were fine together, but just the writing of it felt really forced and like it just didn't really make sense. I don't know. It was annoying and it took me out of the movie. I was like, okay, this could have been cool.
Interesting. What a week of double features for you. I'm impressed.
Thank you. It's kind of my thing. Hair flip.
It's kind of the whole podcast.
It kind of is. Okay, well, that's it for me. Anything else for you?
No, that's all. That's all I got.
Okay, thank you for listening, everybody. Follow us on TikTok at Movie Mavens Pod. Follow us on Instagram at Movie Mavens. Write us an email at moviemavenspodcast@gmail.com. That's it, folks. Movie Mavens all the way out.